I tell you what, you meet a handful of people in your life that really, truly inspire you. And like I was saying last night, the people who go through the hardest challenges, the toughest road, end up being the best stories. So this guy, in his youth, faced 2 near-death experiences. He was at the door of death a couple different times due to Crohn's disease. But he overcame it, ends up becoming the national spokesman for Crohn's and Colitis Foundations. He's master certified in nutrition and exercise science. He's the winner and the champion of over 50, that's 50, not 5 or whatever, it's 50. I think about this all the time. How does somebody win 50 world bodybuilding titles, including Mr. America and Mr. International Universe? I think that's somebody who understands overcoming. He was voted Trainer of the Year from Self Magazine and Muscle and Fitness. He's the creator and host of the syndicated TV and radio show, Peter's Principles, which airs in over 110 countries worldwide. He's the author of 6 published books. The latest is being released in the beginning of 2018 called Invisible Obstacles. He's owned and operated 4 health clubs and physical therapy clinics. And the latest in his life is the world premiere of Peter's new weekly TV series, Peter Nielsen Life Coaching, which debuts Friday, December the 1st on the Discovery Life channel. Great resume. It all looks good, sounds good, but when you meet the man, he's just all heart. Mark talks about if we just take everybody's, just peel everybody down, and if all we saw on the chair was your heart, this heart would be the biggest pounding heart in the room. Of all of his accomplishments, he loves being a dad and a role model to his daughters the most. I can just tell you from personal experience, this guy's one of a kind. We got a little video clip about this gentleman. Let's roll video if we could.
Circumstances in our lives program us to fail. Your reasons why need to be greater than any fear, than any failure. Your reasons why need to get you up in the morning. Your reasons why are truly why you're here. And I'm wishing, I'm hoping, I'm praying that today everyone gets a breakthrough. It starts and it ends with you.
This guy is all heart, he's all guts. That's why we come out of the second half with this guy. Please help me welcome Peter the Great Nielsen. He'll give you what you give him.
Good morning. Good morning. Wow. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. When I look into this audience, I have talked to people already, and I just want to personally thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. You've taken planes, you've taken trains, you've taken buses and cars. You've used sometimes your last dollar because something on the inside has provoked you to be here this morning. And I want to thank you as your coach from the bottom of my heart that you are here this morning. So thank you. There's two objectives that I want to accomplish today. I want to love on you, but I want to truly change your mindset. I want to truly help you soften your heart. Because I believe with all my heart that everyone in this room was born with seeds of greatness. We're all one of a kind. We're all originals. We all have dreams. And then there's this common denominator called life. And I truly, truly understand it very well that circumstances will program us to fail in life at times. I call them invisible obstacles. And these invisible obstacles destroy our dreams. And they try to lie to us that we're nothing, we're a failure. For the next 20 minutes, I want to give you principles to reach higher, to be stronger, to be a better version of yourself. But for the next minute or two, I want to tell you why I'm here. See, circumstances in my own life has proven to me that not only you can get through them if you believe again, but you truly can be the best version of yourself. Because usually all the growth is in the valley, it's not on the mountaintops. And when you're in the valley or in the middle of the storm by yourself and you can't see land, it's only then when you surrender and when you get unfull of yourself and you know that there's something bigger and better and higher than you. And when you get there, life starts. When I was born with an incurable disease, Crohn's disease. For many of you that don't know what that is, it's like having the stomach flu every day for the rest of your life. There's certain foods I eat, I bleed internally. When I was young, I went from doctor to doctor, went from 135 pounds down to 86 pounds. I was in the hospital for months. And the second circumstance that really kind of messed with my mind was my parents, who I love dearly, started to argue because fear is a terrible thing. And what ends up happening is the unknown just sometimes freaks us out. So when I needed my parents the most, I realized then that I was in trouble because my dad became a raging alcoholic. And at that time, he ended up breaking my collarbone in 3 places when I was trying to save my mother's life in an apartment building in Brooklyn, New York. So I ask each and every one of you, do you have circumstances in your own life? Do you have obstacles that are holding you back? See, when my dad did that, he broke a part of my metrics. He broke a part of my spirit. So those are circumstances in one's life. One of the invisible obstacles that I needed to do was forgiveness and trust. And you may ask, what does that have to do with your wellness program or be a better version of yourself? In my opinion, it has everything to do with that. See, when you truly get out of your own way and relinquish that emotional debt that someone hurt you, have you forgiven that person, or maybe you were the perpetrator? Have you forgiven yourself? Do you trust your own choices, or are you like me? I was a lone wolf. I trusted no one until they proved me right. And I'll say this, my life started to be amazing once I relinquished that emotional debt. Another invisible obstacle is fear. And fear it will cripple you in your path. There's 2 types of people. there's the person that's in front of the fire that will just crumble and will be paralyzed in their tracks and will become the victim and rewrite their same story over and over again. Then there's the other person that is in front of that same fire. They put their hands up and they say, "Help me," and they truly surrender, and they either walk through that fire a better person or they're catapulted over it. Who are you? Have you let go of the stuff and the junk of the past to truly be the person that you're destined to be? What I will say is, with all these invisible obstacles, sometimes our lives have to be completely shucken up, changed and rearranged to relocate us to the place that we're supposed to be. Maybe today you're in the place you're supposed to be. My challenge and my prayer to each and every one of you today is to use those invisible obstacles, to use those changes in your life to grow, to truly grow, to have a breakthrough, even if it's painful. Because when you use that, it becomes rocket fuel and it will catapult you to the next version of yourself that will be better. But to do this, I want you to truly just marinate on what I'm about to say. There is nothing in this world that's more powerful than a mind shift. And see, you can change your hairstyle. You can change your clothes. You could even change your address, your occupation. And for some people, they get so ridiculous, they change their spouse, thinking that if they change everything on the outside, that they're going to change. But you could change everything on the outside. But if you don't have a changed mind, nothing will change. You go around that same mountain over and over and over again. You'll reread that chapter. You'll be staying that victim. And the crazy thing is, we already know everything we need to know. But we ask people for confirmation. We would have been where we wanted to be years ago if we listened to that gut, if we listened to that spirit, if we truly believed in our own stuff. See, what you think this morning is how you live today. What you speak today is what you prophesize tomorrow. So I'm saying to each and every one of you, get your head out of your butt and live the life that you're destined to live. But you gotta have a mind change. You gotta have a mind shift. If you do, no devil in hell could ever stop you from your destiny. If you get your mind out of the gutter, every aspect of your life will change. Financially, relationships, as well as your health. And after you have this mind shift, what I want to do is challenge you, and I want you to take it one step further. I want you to change your heart. I want to create elements and principles that you walk out of this conference with a changed heart. I want you to stop feeling sorry for yourself. I want your heart to get soft so that you can truly love again. Because at the end of the day, God judges us by one thing, in my opinion. It's how we love His people. And we are in a crazy world today. So are you ready for that change? Are you ready to truly have that mind shift? To do that, you need to believe again. You need to truly believe that you can. See, if you don't believe it, nothing will change. When you believe something, you embody that. When you embody that, you become that. The most amazing thing is that every cell in your body is either a yes or a no. If you say, I'm going to be healthy, every cell says yes. If you say, I'm going to be sick and I'm going to stay depressed and I'm going to stay in this job that stinks, every cell says, okay, no. And that's how you live your life. Happiness is a choice, it's not a chance, and you need to get up every morning and meditate on that. And to truly do that, you need to have gratitude. What you need to do is you need to see it. Do you know that when I was in the hospital, I had doctors sit at the edge of my bed and said, you will never get better. You will be sick forever. You will have a chronic condition. Your life will be shortened. As the doctor was speaking those words, I was rebuking them, and I was saying, I see myself healthy. I see myself strong. You have to do that. How can you work out if you don't see yourself fit? What do you see yourself like? What do you want to emulate? Who do you want to look like that's healthy? You need to have that goal. When I was at Kennedy Airport and I was going to win the Mr. Universe competition, I saw myself winning. I saw myself vividly holding the trophy. If I didn't, I would have never stepped on the plane. If there's a plan B, you'll probably use it. So don't even go there. Don't get into a marriage thinking you're going to get divorced. Don't start a marathon thinking you're not going to finish. And don't damn start my challenge if you don't think you're going to get fit. The vision is so critically important that's how I live my life every day. If I can't see it, if it's not in my belly, then there's no way that I'm going to accomplish that goal. People need to stay curious. As we get older, we get like rocks. We just go through the motion. We're bumper stickers. We're on auto drive. We go to work, we come home. We just do the same thing over and over again. What I want you to do this weekend, while you're listening to wonderful, humble leaders, is I want you to find what you love to do. Because when you love something, you become passionate about it. When you become passionate about something, you live with purpose. When you live with purpose, in my opinion, you're in a sweet spot. Nothing gets better. And what you need to remember always is that just because you have a passion doesn't mean your spouse, your employer, your relative is going to understand your passion. And the reason being, God didn't give them necessarily your vision. So you need to stay on your path. The next thing that I feel is so very, very important is to champion your own life. Stay on your path. Don't try to be like someone else. Be you. There's only one of you. Everyone has a unique story. Everyone has gifts and talents. And when you truly get in that space, then there is no one like you, and you are exactly where you should be. When you start thinking and wishing and getting jealous and hopeful and insecure about what other people have or other teams are doing, then you are not doing what God wants you to do. Because it's different. There's many roads to California. You don't need to take the most direct route. There's many ways you could get there. And the most important thing is that you get there and also you enjoy the journey and the growth and the knowledge that you're going to acquire while you're doing this. 5.5 years ago, I came to Houston. I was invited by someone who I met at a Starbucks coffee. And he told me about this company called Zurvita. And I was about to say to him, I'm busy, I got a TV and radio show, I got 7 health clubs. And then God said to me, shut up. And I thank God right now that he said that to me. That plane ride changed my life. Meeting Mark and Tracy Jarvis, Jay Schaefer, Shelley. For 2 days we sat and we dreamed together. We talked about mission statements. Didn't talk about business, just talked about what the vision was. And I heard in their hearts that they truly wanted to love on people. They truly wanted to change the way the world looks at wellness and to get people healthier. And when I got back on the plane, I knew that God was calling me to help Zurvita. And we started talking about this box and what we should put in this box. And protein is the building block to muscle. Okay, we're going to put that in there. And we need an energy and an anti-inflammatory all-in-one drink. And Zeal was born, and then we got the burn that basically, just as a thermogenesis, it helps utilize nutrients and breaks down foods, and it detox, the cleanse. And today we actually have changed the name to Zurvita Transformation System. And I'm proud to say these are the tools that we put together for you. We're in a wellness business. We don't sell alcohol, we don't sell soda, we don't sell pizza or donuts. And if you don't have our Zurvita Transformation System, what are you waiting for? These are the tools that will help you in your business, building your team, and on your challenge. And I say that with love from the bottom of my heart. We thought this through. It has my workout video in it. It has a meal plan for men and women. And we are going to take it to the next level in 2018 and continue to grow. We're going to take the challenge to the next stratosphere. But what I want to do right now is don't just listen to me. Let's listen to the thousands of people that have already taken the challenge. Can you roll the tape, please?
I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity, and I want to thank Peter for letting me believe and dream again.
I feel amazing, and I've found my purpose.
My whole mindset, my whole attitude, everything's changed.
Since I started the Zurvita weight loss challenge about a little over a year ago, I've lost 125 pounds, and these are the jeans I used to wear.
Praise God.
Yeah. Besides the energy and the confidence, I gave my family, my kids their father back, my wife their husband back. She sleeps better because I don't snore anymore. So that's a big positive. She loves that. Remember what your why is, your purpose. There's times where I didn't want to get out there and run, didn't want to go out there and do something, but I think about my kids. They inspired me. Like Zurvita has given us opportunities. Reach out to us, the ones that are doing it, the ones that have done it, accomplished the weight loss. Contact us, we'll help you out. We're a big family here. We're here to help everybody out.
I found Zurvita only 8 months ago, and between that time and now I've lost 120 pounds. And
I have something in your hand.
I have something in my hand. I was a size 28-30 in jeans, and today I'm a 20-22. And I will never wear these again.
It really has changed my life because I am really into health and nutrition. And like I said on my video, I have half the body to compete against everybody else to win that. And so, but when Peter was up here talking about nutrition, the challenge taught me truly the importance of nutrition versus exercise. You truly cannot exercise off a bad diet, and I should be living proof of that for everybody, that what you put in your body really does matter.
Did you ever think when you said to your friend Roger that you were going to win and Zervita was going to build a ramp, did you know you were prophesizing your future?
I had no idea. I was just being arrogant and just, we just talk. And I was just like, oh, I'm going to win that. We're going to make them build a ramp. I encourage you, don't be discouraged. Don't think, well, I can't move enough, or I don't feel well enough, or I just don't know if I could do it. Every day, choose to do something different to make that change.
If I can do this, you can do it. Anybody can do it. It just all starts with the mind.
Stop making excuses. You need to stop now.
Just go for it. Whether you make it the full 90 days or you make it 30 days, just get started.
Wow. And that's what it's all about. That's why we're here. Well, what I want to do right now is announce we have some new news when it comes to our challenge, and I am so excited. We've been working on this for over a year. We are going to do 30-day challenges so more people could get involved every month. And I want you to take your smart device out right now. I want you to go to zervitacoach.com, and I want you to register for our challenge that starts October 22nd through November 20th. And you can't afford not to take this challenge. How can you represent what you do if you are not a walking, talking billboard? How can you be a product of the product when you don't have the soft heart or a mind change to truly live it? So I'm challenging you right now to take our Zervita Transformation Challenge. There'll be 3 challenges with best transformations. After the first 30 days, they'll receive a Fitbit. And then all challenges who finish the first 30 days are eligible to move to the next 30-day challenge. What we're going to do is people that are in 3 out of 6 challenges within a 6-month period of time will then be eligible to win. There'll be 3 grand prize winners that will be announced, and the prizes will be announced as well. But when you really think about this is calling each and every one of you to the mat. As your coach, I want to truly love on you, give you the tools and the support that you need. We have a Zervita Coach page on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. Every day I put fitness tips of the day, videos, newsletters, news you could use. There is no reason under the sun on why you should not do this. And it brings me to my next thing, which is basically, I don't want to hear excuses. I've heard every excuse under the sun on why people don't exercise. Peter, it's too hot out. Peter, it's that time of the month. Peter, the engine light on the car doesn't work. Peter, it's snowing. Peter, what are you kidding me? Got 4 kids at home. I'm a single mom. I'm telling you right now, if you want it bad enough, you will get it done. If you don't, you will make every excuse for it not to happen. So, as you go through this day, I want your excuses that you're starting to even put in your brain right now to sound so ridiculous to yourself that you start laughing in the mirror the next time that you say it. And for all you co-enablers, for all you friends of friends that hear these same excuses, when your friend or your significant other tells you the excuse on why they're not doing the challenge or a good eating plan, I want you to say, you're full of it. Peter says so. And you can have them inbox me, and I'll take care of it. But all I can say is that you need to find a reason why to do this. Your why needs to be on fire. Your reasons why need to get you out of bed in the morning. Your reasons why are partially why you're here. Something provoked your spirit on the inside to come here. You didn't even need to know all the answers. For some of you, you don't even know why you were here. And for some, you may not have all the answers on what you're going to do when you leave here. And that's okay. If you follow that gut, if you follow that intuition, I call it your spirit, it will never, ever lie to you. Your reasons why need to be greater than any failure, than any fear that you've ever had in your life. And when you have those reasons why, and they're with you from the second you wake up to the moment you go to bed, you know you're in that sweet, soft spot that you need to be. It's this simple. Whatever your faith is, if you believe in God, if you don't believe in God, if something gives you peace, if at the end of the day something feels warm and fuzzy and it gives you peace, whether it's a conference call, a business meeting, someone that you meet, 9 out of 10 times you're on the right track that God wants you to be on. I don't care how good something looks. I don't care how good something smells or tastes. At the end of the day, when you lay your head on your pillow, if you have this unsettled feeling in your gut, in your spirit, if you have this cold feeling, you're probably going into the weeds. You're probably going off track. Listen to that. Save yourself another going around that mountain. And it all starts with that reason why. And one of the last things that I really want to talk about, which is so very, very important, is don't give up on your dreams. You need to dream again. When we were young, we all had these amazing dreams. And then we traded them as we got older for the American dream. We knew where we were going to live, how much money we wanted to make, the car in the driveway, the color that it should be. And then one of those dreams went sideways. No one ever dreamed about getting cancer at 40, being clinically depressed at 29, being divorced twice by 50, or getting your pink slip after being in a business for 35 years at 60. No one has ever dreamed of that. And I will share with you something that is near and dear to my heart. Even I, no matter what level in life you're at, I've had dreams that no one but me and God knew. And I've lived a life of 10 men. But I had a dream that I was going to be on a network that I wanted to. I had a dream that I was going to speak to the nations. I had a dream that God was going to use me. And then finally, I just settled. I talked it, but deep in my heart, I said, it's okay, God. It's okay. I'm happy. I'm filled with gratitude. One morning 2 years ago, I woke up, and before I got out of bed, God challenged me, and he said, what station do you want to be on? And I started to laugh to myself, and right off of my lips came, I want to be on Discovery. And what I will say is that Joel 2:25 says, I will give you back your time. I will give you what the locusts have eaten. And all I could say is that December 1st of this year, at 6 o'clock in the morning, a new show was born, and I give him all the credit. So you need to dream again. You need to believe again. You need to stop wasting valuable time. Our time is the most valuable commodity we have. Every day we get up, it's a new day, it's a new gift. And within 24 hours, that day is gone. We can never get it back. And I've said this many times, in one day there's 86,400 seconds. And every day our Creator, He deposits that into us, into our soul. And it's what we do with it that determines our legacy. Are you using it or are you wasting it? The average person lives 75 to 80 years. 80 years is 29,200 days, but who's counting? And if you're 50 years old and you're blessed to live 80, you have 10,950 days. I leave with this thought. What are you doing with your time? Are you just going through the motions? Are you in the relationship that you desire to be in? Are you in the marriage that is enriched? Are you working where you want to work? Are you living where you want to live? Are you the person that you say you are? Don't waste your time. Zervita and myself, we truly want one thing. We want to love on each and every one of you, give you an opportunity to be the best version of yourself. But it starts and it ends with you. No one is going to work out for you. No one is going to eat for you. No one is going to build your team. You need to dig so deep and want it so bad, and it will happen. I am living proof. I'm no smarter than any of you, but I have the heart of a lion. And I want so badly at the end of my life to be exhausted with talent that I have nothing left to give. That's how I want you to live your life. So as I leave the stage, I want to thank Mark and Tracy. I want to thank Jay for truly having the vision, for truly seeing this company through. The hand of God is on this company. Our 3 founding principles really says it all. And all I will say to each and every one of you is the way that my life is more than I could ever imagine, yours can be too, but you've got to believe again. Thank you very much.